I hope you are all fine, very well, and you had a good year because for some of you, I haven't seen you for nearly a year already. Anyway, let's start with videos that I hope it will help you. I've prepared this little sequence to help you because we spend much more time sitting, not moving enough, not the same amount of exercise, not the same type of exercise. So starting from the feet up to the shoulders anyway, to correct your posture and strengthening the legs. If you've got strong legs, you will protect your back and enhance your breathing. So let's start. If we start with the feet, have a little something, dictionary, if you still have that in your house, something, piece of wood or something, and you have all your toes on the bricks. Press the heels. So when you press the heels very strongly, you can see that you straighten the legs. So you stretch the back of your legs, you engage the long part there of your glutes. Adiki Mudra, like if you would like to hold a bowl, and this bowl you return it towards your heart, so it makes you having the right posture. So you don't project the rib cage, you just leave the shoulder blade going down, push the heels, and feel the stretch in your hips. Contract the quad, so you activate your blood circulation. Inhale, smell the room, expand the rib cage. Don't lower your organs, is lift up on the exhale, lift up your perineum. In, X, in, X, push with your feet, in, X, warm up, feel the warmth, the energy coming up from the heels, your feet, realign, feel tall. And then you will hold your elbows, your longer finger hold the bones, open, in, X, you lift up your elbows, in, X, lift up your elbows and lower the shoulders, in, X, you press the heels, don't forget your legs, that's the main things, in, X, lower, in, X, in, X, push your hips backwards, press the heels, and go to 90 degrees if you can, but don't round the back and bend this way. Even if it's there, as long as your back is straight, that's the main things. Inhale, you push with your legs and you come back in the middle. Exhale, lower your hands. Remove this lovely bricks. And you do it without the bricks now. So press your heels, carry on, feel where you are. You should feel the back of your knees. Yeah. Your Adiki Mudra, lift up. Then you interlace your fingers, you stretch, lower the shoulders, so don't block your elbows. In, X, and you bend towards your right. So you open the chest, long neck. When I say long neck, you can do your yoni. And the next, your cervical will be aligned with your spine. Inhale, middle, exhale, you bend towards your left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, be on your toes. X, press with your toes, knees are strong, contract the glutes, and leave your upper back going backwards. Look at the ceiling with your heart. Come back in the middle. In, X, lower your heels. Lower your hands. Okay, external rotation. You can warm up your shoulders. Nice little warm up. Just micro movements with the humerus. So you don't move all the shoulders, meaning this way. That's not the shoulder blade, that's just the humerus. And then you will bring your elbows together Hands for front of you. Like if you would like to read a book. Stretch, feel the hips. Lift up your arms. Lift up as far as you can. Lower the shoulders. Hands in your back. In, X, knees, heels, knees. Push your hips. And you go down. Just 90 degrees. Push. Here we are. Inhale, you come back. Exhale, bring your arms up, stretch, and you lower your hands, palms down. Press both heels, readjust. Inhale, bend the right legs, lift up the knee. You grab your knee, the right knee with your left hand, external rotation of your right hand. Press with your, this way. Press with your heels, lift up your hips. So the balance should be there, contract the glutes. And you can go backward. Inhale, exhale. Nothing to do with your back. Lower the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. And you come back. Both hands now, hold it, straighten the back. Lift up your hips again. In. Don't lock your elbows, just supple, very supple. Inhale, exhale, you bend a bit more maybe now. Inhale, exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, exhale, catty toes with your toes, so not flexed, not pointed, just like if you would like to grab something with your toes. Exhale, lower the legs. We do the other sides. Inhale, lift up. Feel grounded first with your right legs, push, stretch here. Lift up the knee, grab your knee, lift up your hands, external rotation, and you bend backward from your hips. So you push, whoops, you see? Yes. Heels, here we are. Push with your hips. I wanted to tell you, if you don't press, you are not grounded with your feet, you can't have the balance. Inhale, exhale, you come back in a minute. Grab the knee with your two hands, lower the shoulders, straighten these legs. Inhale, exhale, push forward. You just push forward, not exaggerating, is pressing the heels, yeah? And then everything should be aligned. Inhale, exhale, you come back, lower the legs. Now, so you can feel that you warm up your lovely quads. So you can do a lovely movement to warm up ankles, knees, hips. And now you do one step forward. So your feet are like on a track, okay? Very parallel. Just one normal step. Contract the glutes, feel the legs. Inhale, external rotation. Bring your elbows parallel. And you will bend the left leg. So your ankles, the left ankles is very supple. Push your hips backwards, push. My right legs, I contract the quad, lift up. Also press with the heel. And I straighten my back. And my two quads should be aligned, okay? And I go backward, forward with my hands. Your neck aligned with the spine. Inhale, exhale. A bit more. Inhale, exhale. Then I push with my left legs and I come back. Straighten. And you bring the other feet next to the other one. One step. We do the other side. Inhale. Elbows. Not too far because otherwise the ankles has to be more supple. Push your hips. Keep your hips really parallel. Someone is pushing your hips. If it's difficult, have your hand at the joint, okay? So internal, yeah, internal, between thumb and index. You push backward, push your hips. Leave these right ankles stretching. So the weight of your right knee is forward. Push your hips backwards. Yes. And now you've got your balance. Maybe you can stretch your arms and you straighten your back. Inhale, exhale, feet parallel. Inhale, exhale. Press with your right legs, straighten the legs, and you come up. Then you come in the middle. Both feet together. External rotation of your shoulders, yes. Stretch, lower your hands, press with your heels, stretch your knees, lift up, contract the glutes. Inhale, leave your hips going backwards, look forwards, yeah. Leave your arms going up and leave your abdomen going on your lap. What is important is the legs, the quad, your ischios. Yeah, okay. And then maybe just leave this abdomen coming on your lap. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Then you rotate backwards. Your arms forward, push backward a bit more with your heels, huh? Okay, your heels, and your hips goes backwards. And then you push forward and you come up. You will have a bad back if you do it with your back, not using your legs, yeah? So this is not engaged. If you're engaged, your mula bandha and your glutes and your legs, you would protect your back and you strengthen your knee. And you come back. Very good. Open your goddess. So the goddess or the squat. If it's difficult, you are at home, so that's fine. I've got a yogi chair. So you be careful, they are stronger than the others. So you can already evaluate. So you sit on the edge of the chair, not in the back, because the sacrum, the pelvic floor goes forward. Feet are parallel. Goddess, you push. I push my chair. Yeah. And then inhale, exhale, push the knees, feet parallel. Inhale, exhale, the back straight, your hands parallel, facing each other, the palms of your hands. In X, and you try to go down to sit on this chair. Inhale, exhale. If you can go further, that's your aim. Inhale, exhale. And from here, from my hips, only my back, I bring my abdomen between my two legs. So I push my knees outside. You've got to contract the quad, contract your glutes. Okay, and then you're still with your hands, palm facing together, shoulder blade backwards. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Then you lift up your body, goddess, and you straighten. Contract, 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 interlace in your back. Inhale, exhale. Lift up your hips. Leave the back going down. Only if it's straight. If it's straight only here, you stay here. That's from my hips that I go down. And then I leave my arms going up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You push with your legs. And you come up. Good. Push to invisible wall. In X. You come back. Jumping is good for fixing the calcium as well, as you know. Yeah. Right. So you prepare. If you need, you prepare as well a little something, piece of foam that you will always put under your lumbar. If you don't have it, you just roll a little towel, a little something, yeah, that you will keep here in your low back for after. For the moment, your feet, hips width, external rotation, and you do your squat. Inhale, exhale. So you contract your glutes, contract the quads, and push your knees outside. Yeah. Then you can open width of the mat. In X, contract, leave your hips going down. So you have to engage, the perineum goes up, and you work as well on your abductor, of course, adductor inside, but your transversal. In X, shoulders down. In X, and you stay there. In X, a bit more. In X, push with your heels, straighten, come back. Two legs together. Uttanasana. So you just leave your ankles, your knees going forward, knees forward, contract your glutes, straighten, lift up your upper back. So you feel this movement from your hips. Now you are in the middle, be on your toes. X, you sit on your heels, and extremely elegantly, abdomen on your lap. Try not to use your hand, control with your glutes and your very nice pelvic floor. And you go down now. Have your little something for your back. I do, yes, because the floor is quite harsh, mat. Yeah, and from here, you inhale, you roll, press with your heels, and you stand up, and you go down. In, X, in, X. You come back. If you can't stand up, you stay there, okay? But feel that with your, you can do your ujjayi, huh? You can't do any asanas with your breaths. So in, I'm exaggerating for you to know, so I open the mouth, but that should be mouth closed. For people who can, your elbows parallel, pointed feet towards the ceiling, knees on the top of your head, and you will straighten the legs. Make sure that the back is really straight. Inhale, exhale, you will swap. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Both legs up. Make sure that you don't block your thyroid. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, leave the legs, the back remains straight, okay? The back is straight, and I try to leave my legs going down, only if it's possible without having my vertebra outside. Only if it's possible, you do whatever you can, okay? Then you cross the legs, inhale, exhale, you come back with your cross legs, okay? Then you cross on the other side, straighten the legs, or you bend the legs, one leg, straighten one leg, then you have the other one, you bend it, fit off the mat, and you straighten the other one, and then the other one. So here you have to engage your psoas. That's a very good one for building up the strength in your hips and a bit deeper than your core. Yeah, okay, good. Now, the other version is, you can all do it. This one is for people who knows and master the Sarvagasana, meaning shoulder stand. For people who can't, it doesn't matter. You've got a lovely chair, like a yoga chair, or if it's not a yoga chair, make sure that it's quite normal height, 43, 45, I think, but very steady, okay? So you will be there, okay? You will be as close as you can. Bring your feet there. Yes. You grab the feet, shoulder blade on the floor. With your feet, you will push the chair, crawl on your shoulders, okay? And that's what you open the chest, okay? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So that must be more efficient than on the wall because you can't be too far away, okay? Inhale, exhale. So you do it several times. For people who master it, you can also do it. You will improve your opening, and you can obviously stand up, one leg up, okay? And then the other one. And then X, you go down. You roll on one side, be careful. Remove this chair. Yes, chair is quite useful. Yes, and from here now you are going to kneel down. A bit of your, now that you have worked with your back, tie the toes underneath. Have your elbows forward, 30 degrees to compare with mine. But I sit on my heels, okay? My hands, spread the fingers. Now we push with the toes. I lift up my knees lift up my hips, okay? With my hand, I push the body backward and I try to bring my abdomen on my lap. The back is straight. If you can't straighten the legs without changing the positioning of the back, meaning if you do this because you are there, you just don't do it. You stay there and you push a bit more with your arms, okay? Just work on that, otherwise you damage your back, slip disc and all the rest of it. Okay, so you just push a bit more. The more you lift up your hips, the more you stretch your hamstrings, and maybe one day you will go down. So be on your toes, in, contract, strong shoulders, core, back, and you kneel down, and you sit on your hips. Again, from here you sit. With your toes, you lift up your knees. My knees lift up my hips. Okay, my hand push backward, and maybe if the quad are okay, my heels goes down. Do it several times. In on the toes, X, knees down, sit on your heels. Last time. In, push, lift up your knees, hips up, push with your arms, X, heels down. In, you will inhale, exhale, so you bend your knees, and X, you will jump, okay? And you will start from here, sit on your heels, observe, breathe with the back of your lungs, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, bring your elbows on the floor, okay? Move the weight forward, and you straighten your left legs. So I sit, my perineum is sitting on the top of my right heel, okay? My left heel is outside, so I'm on the outside part of my knee, not inside. You can see my hips, and my hips remain parallel because I engage my glutes, yes. And I push as far as I can my hallucis, okay? Yeah, and with my arms, I push backward. So I extend the back, yeah, the neck. That's a good preparation for a proper pigeon. Have your two bricks, two blocks this way on each side, yeah, of your mat. From here, you take your two blocks. Depends on what you need, yeah. If your hips are parallel and you can sit very close, yeah. So press with the top of your feet there, lift up, inhale, exhale. If it's too much, of course, you stay there, you press with your elbows. That's fine, that's fine. There is no competition. Feel the stretch in the quads, in your hips, you stretch the hips, meaning this bit, you really stretch it. Then you will bend your left legs. So if there is any problem, of course, yeah, prepare like a knot with a belt. Yeah, prepare it long enough or just this way. External rotation, okay. And you will try to bring these legs, your elbows towards the ceiling. You look forward. Here we are. Okay, and you lift up. Inhale, exhale, lower. If it's possible, you grab the feet from the inside, leave the calves going outside. Don't move your hips, you still press the floor or your knee, your hips with your hips. And from here, I rotate my hands and I press my feet towards my glutes. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Leave the stretch in your quads, in your hips. The hips goes down, don't lift up. Inhale, exhale, open the shoulders. So that's a lot of details. So that's why you stay there if it's not possible. And then inhale, exhale, lower the legs. Move your bricks. Stretch your body. Inhale, exhale, elongate these legs again. Inhale, exhale. If you have the belt, be careful. Remove this belt. Yes. Remove the belt. And then fingertip below your shoulders. You help yourself and you bring your left legs next to the right one and you sit on your hips. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, press with the back of your lungs. Expand, exhale. Then your elbows just front of your knees or align with your knees. Lift up your hips and I go backward with my right legs this time. Okay, so stretch, press, press, go very far with your big toes. Try to grab something with the big toes. Leave your heels, check, look, leave the heels going outside, be on the outside part of your knee, not inside. Inhale, exhale, bring your bricks together there. If it's okay, leave your hips opening. So I feel the stretch in my hips here. That's the aim. Stretch, stretch. Inhale, exhale. Leave your hips opening. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Then you do exactly the same. Bend the right legs. Leave the calves going outside. Keep your feet inside. Look forward with your hips and your shoulders. Rotate with your hands and your wrists. And you push your feet towards your glutes. And leave your hips going down. Inhale, exhale. Look forward. Inhale, exhale. Then you release. Release. And then you just stretch the body. Again, feel, remove the tension inside your hips. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Shoulder blades, your fingertip below your shoulders, shoulder blade backward, tap the toes, push backwards, and you come back. Bend the legs, yeah. Lift up your hips, Adho Mukha. So bend the legs if the back can't be straight, okay? Inhale, lift up your right legs, so the heels towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You bend the legs, and now you bring this feet, if you can. So that's where your psoas has to be strong. Otherwise, right knee there. And you bring your feet next to your left hands, okay? And with my breaks, depending on how flexible you are, yeah, you adjust. Push backward, my left legs should be straight or on the knees. And where the joint is, okay, you adapt, depends on how flexible you are, yeah? But the feet is flat on the left-hand side, so you rotate internally the femur. Otherwise, you will never get this flexibility, yeah? So do it at your level. Okay, so that could be a full brick or a pile, could be done with a chair as well, actually, if it's too much. Yeah, so your legs could be there. Leave the hips opening. Inhale, exhale. Then you will tap your toes, push with your right feet. Remove the bricks and bring the knee backwards. Sit on your heels, tie the toes, prepare for coming back again in Adho Mukha. Lift up, now you know how to lift up, feet, knees, hips. Okay, inhale, lift up your left legs. Inhale, exhale, push towards the ceiling. Push, push, open. Straighten, leave the back, being straight. Inhale, bend the left legs. And you bring the feet next to your right hands. And you leave your hips relaxing. So you choose wherever it's possible. Yeah. Start maybe higher. Push the floor with this feet and feel that you rotate these legs. You have to open. Okay. Of course, if you tie the toes, it's more intensive. Pointed feet. Okay. Then you move the weight. Maybe you can go a bit further down, but the feet is still flat. Otherwise, you don't do it. You stay where you are. And you can tie the toes and pushing with your toes. So that's a very intensive stretch. Okay. And then inhale, exhale. Try to lift up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Then you press with your right leg, bring back this left legs, bend the knees, remove these bricks. The back is straight. Inhale, exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Then you bend your knees on the floor, elbows on the floor, cross the legs. Yes, that's a lovely, lovely posture for the shoulders, shoulder blade backwards. And you leave just your chest going down. So you work with your shoulder blades, strengthen your shoulder blades, yeah, with the back position we have, with the mouse, the computer. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and then you slide forward. Yes. And you just bring your forehead on the top of the mat. Yeah. Make a pillow with your two hands. Keep your right hands bent. Stretch the left one. And now you just try to lift up from your hips, the right legs, and you lift up your left arms. Okay? So I press the mat with both hips, even tag the toes of your left one, and try to lift up these right legs. And then you lower. And I push with my right arms, of course. And I swap both legs down, tag the toes. Left arms parallel to the edge of my mat. I will press with my left arm this time. Right arm forward. Inhale, press the hips, lift up these left legs. So you have to contract the glutes. And then you lift up the chest, lift up your hands, and you press with your left hands. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lower your hands. Push backward the body. You are on your knees. Yes. Come back. And you will open with your feet aligned with your knees. Okay. And you go forwards. Hips at the same level above your knees. Elbows on the floor. Don't side. Just stretch your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So the back is very long. The spine is very long. Forehead on the floor. Retain with your elbows. Then you bend your right hand. Help yourself. Tap the toes. I'm at the top of my fingertip. I push the body backwards. Strong quad, strong glutes. I'm on my toes. You push and you lift up. Good. As you all know now, your lovely tree, very important. With all we have done now, you should feel very grounded. You should feel that the heat is coming from your feet. The spine is realigned. Press, heels, quads, lift up. Bend the right legs. Push with the left heel. Stretch this part. Lift up your left knee. Oblique. Bend the legs. So where the knees goes, you just put it where it goes. You don't try to go any further. Press with your left heels. Lift up your hips. Adiki. Then you flatten your hands, palms facing each other, and you press. And you bring your hands above your head. Maybe you can move your neck sidewise, but keep your little point, otherwise you will lose your balance. Your glutes are engaged. Lift up. Inhale, exhale. Open goddess, knee in the middle. Push a bit more with your left heel. And from my knee, I straighten these legs. Exhale. All the legs. Feel grounded first. Your heels, kneecap, quad, glutes. Stretch the hips. Lift up from my hips. I lift up the knee. Oblique. So my femur goes down. That's what you have done earlier. Bend the feet towards your quad or inside these legs, the right one. And yes, you push. So the heels should go right where there is a holes inside. It's already prepared for you. And you press an important mama point. Press your hands. up at the top of your head. And you move, you work with your neck. Yes, press the heels, lift up, feel these hips. Good. Inhale, exhale, open. Your knee in the middle, straighten, and exhale. On the bottom of the width of your mat, be on your toes, lower the weight, only one knee. Yes, hips down, and you kneel down. Okay, so when you kneel down here, you could also have your little bricks either here on the top of your feet. That is empty for your ankles. If you need to stretch the ankles, okay, your quad must be, and you push backwards your glutes and elbows backward, relax. Palms of your hands just there at the joint of your legs. If this doesn't need, and for you it's more the quad, you could also have these bricks here at the top of your knees, if there is anything. If your knees hurts, because it need, that's why what you have done, you remove and you fill the space here. Have your little towel, even thinner, okay, and you sit, you put it in the middle. So that helps as well, okay? And from here, you will prepare yourself in this meditative and relaxing posture, Vajrasana. Tip of the tongue, front of your, in the front teeth. Close your eyes for the moment. Inhale, breathe, smell the room. Exhale. Then you will open your eyelids. Stare in front of you, carry on, few breaths. Tip of the tongue for the inhale, tip of the tongue in front of your teeth. And only with your eyes you go up towards the sky, looking at the blue color. Only with your eyes you go down, open your mouth gently, like if you want to put some steam on the mirror. And you go and look at the earth, brown color. In, up, eyes up, close the mouth, tip of the tongue behind your teeth. And you go towards the sky, blue color. Exhale, lower your eyes, slowly control towards the brown color, the earth. Full exhale, you know that your perineum goes up, so you feel a bit taller. In. Exhale. Brown color, in, tip of the toes, your tip of the tongue behind your teeth, and you look towards the ceiling, blue color. X, you look down, brown towards the earth. Like a little ujjayi. In, no noise, tip of the tongue, blue. X, you go down, brown, the earth. In and X. Can do that. Morning, evening. It's an excellent way of calming down the mind, the breath. It's a preparation for meditation. X. In and X. In, X. Close your eyes. Breathe normally. Observe. If you want to carry on, of course you can. confusing your practice. It's a short one, but done every day, a bit deeper every day, a bit longer maybe, depends on your time. You will see the progress, but that will definitely protect your back and giving you the strength for when we will meet up again pretty soon now. Inhale, palms together. Namaste, have a good day, and I look forward to seeing you.